Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I'm really excited to read about your past life couples interaction. Now, I know that you have two people that you're getting readings for. So this reading right here is going to be the one who you refer to as kind of like the more loud or outgoing or boisterous one. I do feel that the three of you have actually had past lives together. So it's very interesting to be getting these readings today. But we're going to start with the one who's a little bit more outgoing. So I do want to let you know on this, this particular camera, if it zooms in and it like highlights a card, we'll pull a clarifier from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, on these readings, you know that we checked in and there are past lives, because if there are no past lives, I just will refund and not do a reading. So let's see if, oh, it's already like, there's so much information. All right. Question number 1. Do we have multiple past lives? Question number 2. Oh, see, it was already getting some clarity on the past lives. All right. Question number 2. Have we cleared our karma? Question number 3. What did this person and what did person 1, which is them, enjoy the most? And then what did you enjoy the most about the connection? And then the last, or the 5th question, because there's 10 questions, we're going to do the first 5, so we have enough room on the board. And then we'll do the second 5, and then we'll do the 3 bonus questions. And then this one is blocks from your past life that are being like carried over into your current connection. So let's get started. Question number 1. Do you have multiple past lives together? Yes. And I do feel that you are actually very connected energetically. I feel that you do have a lot of intuitive insight and that you do know things, and you're really starting to learn, and you really want to start trusting your gut because you know you've had multiple past lives with this person. And the insight for that is showing up as the reverse 7 of Pentacles. So the energy for the reverse 7 of Pentacles is about giving up too soon. I feel that this like more boisterous person is a little bit more difficult to connect with. Like their energy is moving a lot. They're a very active person. It's kind of like hard to pin them down. And it's been hard to pin them down in every lifetime. Like this is not something that's new. So then card number 2, have we cleared our karma? No, and it says gossip. So you guys do have some things from past lives. I feel that every time you've kind of gotten together with this person, you guys have lived dangerously. You have pushed the boundaries. You have a lot of people that gossip about you. So like in every lifetime, you are like the center of attention. In like the small towns that you've lived in, people have always talked about you with this person. Like this is usually the person who you meet first in each life. Like their energy is very attractive to you, like a magnet. It pulls you in. So what was the enjoyment? It says depression. It's very interesting because it says depression is clouding the issue. So I feel that in past lives, there really was this connection where it was like you get together, you separate. You get together, you separate. You're never able to really stay together long enough. But they enjoy that because what's happening is every time you meet this person, you're kind of like clearing some of the things you need to do. So this is definitely a lifetime when you need to work on some of that, clearing up some of that karma from past lives. Like some of the things that you guys have done in the past have not been I'm trying to think of a nice way to, oh, wait, I'm on YouTube. I can say this. So some of the things that you guys have done in past lives have been outside of what society says is acceptable. So there may have been some like, you guys, because the biggest thing that I see is that you guys have gotten together and not gotten married. And that's been something that's really been messing you up throughout the ages because people don't really accept that as a positive thing. Like most of the time it's like sex before marriage is this like major issue. And I feel that that's happened to you throughout each lifetime. So then what did you enjoy from the connection? It says miscommunication. Someone is not doing well with their communication. So it's really interesting. I feel that you and this person try to get together and it just doesn't work. You end up causing more of a ruckus is the funny word. I don't really ever say that word, but that's kind of what came up for me is you guys kind of like, you come in like a wrecking ball in this relationship. Like this is not something that's ever gone smoothly for you guys. You've tried quite a bit, but this person has a little bit of a, like their soul, their being incarnates to try and heal some of these things. And yet in some ways never really fully learns from the past. So then what romantic blocks are coming in from your past life is showing us the reverse death card. So the reverse death card is about feeling stuck. I feel that in some ways you are stuck with this person as far as things that have happened in your past lives. If this person, all right, yeah, let's get some clarity. What are you stuck on? What are they stuck on from the past life? Got a piece of hair stuck in my deck. I was like, why does that feel weird? Yeah, the card's like, focus on this. All right, so let's see. What are they stuck on karmically? Oh, this one flipped over. Okay, so it's showing as the reverse 5 of Pentacles. So the reverse 5 of Pentacles energy is about like wanting to have a home, wanting to get together, wanting to be together. And then when it comes down to it though, it hasn't been working like that for you guys. So in some ways your soul, when you re-meet this person, is like, oh, this always ends bad for me. Oh, this always ends in depression and miscommunication. So you're kind of vibrating that at that already when you re-meet this person. And that's kind of why when you met this person, there was like this crazy electric spark. Because some of this stuff was really fun. You know what I mean? Like when you are able to go against the norm and not do what everybody wants you to do, and you get to do it with a partner in crime, that's exactly what this connection is. It's like a partner in crime kind of connection. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde type connection. It's, you guys are really strong with each other, but it's not always in your best interest. And that is in some ways carrying over to your connection with them now. All right, so that's the first half. Let's go ahead and we will get the second half. I'll just set these over here. So, question number 6, what is your romantic energy from your past lives? Okay. Were we married in a past life? Are we repeating cycles? The next one is, what is our lesson as a couple? And then the last one, and then we'll get into the bonus, is some tarot insight into your connection with this person. Oh, and we'll pull a clarity card because they want to give you more information on that. Okay, perfect. All right. So question number 6 is, what is the romance energy from the past life? Kissing. Kissing your partner is a way to connect on a soul level. So that's the thing, is a lot of times, like if you think back to, okay, were we together in the 1800s, where I really feel like the 1800s, honestly. And it's like this old time connection, but you guys have had multiple things that you've done, but particularly that's what I feel for this one, where it was a time where you weren't able to just like be open to the other person and have public displays of affection. And it really caused you guys trouble because you didn't care. Like this person brings out this like devil may care attitude in you and has in every lifetime. The next one, were we married in a past life? No. And I feel that you guys never really get to that point where things can calm down enough for you to get married. It always kind of, like when we're talking about where it says depression and miscommunication, like in some ways you haven't ever had a lifetime where you've been compatible yet. So the next one, are we repeating cycles? Yes, you are. But don't give up. That is the point of being a human. You are having this experience that is exhilarating and you need to enjoy it until you don't enjoy it anymore. Like that's the whole point. Number 9, what is our lesson as a couple, is showing up as the 4 of Swords upright. This is about some recovery. It's about rest. They want me to pull another card on that. All right. I'm going to ask, what are they recovering from? What are they supposed to be recovering from? This is showing as the reverse 8 of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of swords in here. So swords are usually about like your words. They're about reason. When the 8 of Swords is upright, it's like being in a situation where you are kind of like trapped in your own mind, but also this is the devil from the devil's card right outside the door. So in some ways, I feel that the two of you are, your souls always come here and try to meet up. But then it's kind of like having that partner in crime energy where it's like, oh, come on, let's go do something bad. And then you guys don't end up like having that, like, when you hear the phrase like, oh, they're going to make an honest woman out of you, where like you are following society and going along with what society wants, like that never has happened for you guys in your past relationships. So then the tarot insight into the two of you shows as the reverse Emperor cards. The reverse Emperor card is about immaturity. I feel in some ways this person has some immaturity in their soul that they keep coming back and trying to figure out. And the clarity on that is showing as the reverse Knight of Wands. And the reverse Knight of Wands energy is like sexually chaotic and impulsive. And this person's been that way like every lifetime. And your soul likes it because it's really fun to have these experiences with this person. And that's why you guys always kind of like meet up again, because you do have this karma that hasn't been cleared. So this is definitely a place of make a different choice this time. Do something different in this lifetime. Hold this person accountable. Talk to them how you really feel. Tell them what your boundaries actually are. Because I feel like a lot of times when you're meeting up with this person energetically, you're just kind of going along for the ride and you're supposed to be helping them. So when they're in this like sexually chaotic energy of the reverse Knight of Wands, that's really for you to be like, oh, when we do it this way, we've hurt people in the past and I kind of want to try something different and do it differently. That's why your soul reincarnates, so you can try things in a different way. It's like playing a video game and always picking the same character, always picking the same, you know what I mean? Like video games get boring when you do them the same way each time. And in some ways, this is where it's feeling draining. I feel that in some ways, this connection with this person has started to become draining to your soul because you're not actually learning from it. You're just reliving it. All right, so then let's go ahead and we will pull the bonus romance cards. Now, these are cards that you can use for shifting the energy. So if you do want to try something different in this lifetime, these are words that you can like focus on or journal about. You can use them as like a kind of like mantra or an energy to focus on. Anything that you do to shift energy, because you can shift energy from past lifetimes in this current lifetime. All right, so card number 1, which this is, focus on this romantic energy. Number 2, let go of this romantic energy. And number 3, journal about this romantic energy. Now, this is for the chaotic, or kind of like, I'm trying to think of the word, like the person who you said their energy is like always swirling. They're not the quiet one. So focus on this with this person. Focus on the fact that you need to break up from the cycle that you've always had with this person. So this says sometimes moving on is the best way to be kind. So like in your past cycles with this person, it has ended up in depression. It has ended up in miscommunication. So for this time, you really want to do something different. Focus on breaking up that cycle that you've lived every life. Like now you know about it. And you kind of knew that when you met that person. There was a part of you that was like, ooh, here we go. They're fun every time. This is like a spring break person who you would go on spring break with. You know, they're a person who you would experience like, I can't think of the name of that movie where they were like in Vegas and it was crazy time. Like this is a crazy time person, and they are every single time you incarnate with them. So do something different this time. You don't necessarily have to break things off with this person. I don't feel like that's the case. But what I really feel is you need to kind of break up with the person who you've reincarnated each time and have a different expectation. So then number 2 is needs another clarity card. All right, let's get that. So this is what you should let go of. And this is showing divine timing. Your relationship is being led by divine timing. I feel that every time you meet with this person in a lifetime, you try to get with them every single time, and it doesn't work. But you've wanted it every single time. But the thing is, this person's soul is not really looking for that. So let's go ahead and get you some clarity. So this card is showing as the Judgment card, upright. And the Judgment card, when it is upright, it talks about like your life's purpose. It talks about like clarity and finishing things. So I feel that your soul has always wanted to get married with this person and be with this person. But it never works out for you because you don't break up with who they were in the past experience. So then the second one is coming up as the Hangman, which is really cool actually for this reading, because the Hangman is about like seeing things from a different perspective. So I do feel that you want to end up with this person. I feel that the other person always feels like the easy choice for you, or like the safe choice for you. And this person before in other past lives has never been the safe choice for you. They always bring you to a place of like chaos and breakdown because they don't always have this focus in mind, and you don't always clear the karma to get to that. So I would really do some guided meditations on past lives. There are tons of them on YouTube. Do a guided meditation on past lives and kind of see like what do I need to break up from. So then the last one is journal about this, and this is courtship. And it says sweep your partner off their feet. So really start journaling, like what would I need from this person in order to know that I could have the healthy connection that I want? What do I need to get from them to say, oh, we are compatible. This is something that we should do. You are my person. Your soul wants that, but it doesn't always work out. So let's go ahead. Oh, it's not really landed on anything, but I'll pull you one more card. So when you're thinking about courtship, you're also going to want to think about, and this is showing up as the reverse 4 of Cups. So the reverse 4 of Cups energy is about a new outlook or direction. So your soul, when you meet this person, because you have memories in your DNA of times where it has not worked out, like in some of your lifetimes, you've had like violent ends because of like one of you being married and then living in a time where if you have some kind of like kissing or anything like that that goes on, they would just like kill you. They would consider you to be like this horrible person during the time frame like Victorian era where it was like everybody had to have these crazy morals. So it has not worked out well for you guys in the past. And your guides are letting you know that it can potentially work out for this one, but it's going to take some movement and shifting of energy. All right. Well, thank you so much for trusting me to read for you for this experience. And I look forward to reading you the next one.